It's Monday. Hi and a hearty hello to all of my tokers, jokers, and smokers out there. This is your boy Chef Rodney 117 with DeliciouslyDopeTV with the wonderful Amy Sharyn. Amy, how you doing this morning?
Hi. Good morning.
This is Strain of the Week. Y'all, this is Strain of the Week. Amy, what you got this week?
We have orange apricot number 2. It actually is delicious. It smells.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, either have I. And you open it up and it's like citrus, like right in your face. Beautiful, beautiful orange crystals.
Okay, nice.
And let's see, ready? Can you hear it?
Look at that. Oh, that just... Did you just break it all over your carpet?
No, just
you did.
One little hair follicle. You see? It's beautiful.
I like it.
So it's a mix.
It sounds like a rare fruit. It does. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, when I heard about that, I'm like, let me try it out. I like citrusy stuff. So it's a mix of orange juice and apricot helix. It's an indica dominant hybrid. I don't feel so in the couch. I kind of feel middle, like a nice mix. So.
Which is interesting because that goes back to what we were saying last week where indicas and sativas affect people differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just because it says it's a sativa dominant hybrid does not mean that it's going to act like a sativa to you. Now, that's where people go into, oh, well, how are we supposed to create any kind of information, if any, if we don't know what it's going to... Okay, that's why you choose... Listen, everybody is different, okay? We don't want to go really the route of the FDA yet or anything, like the pharmaceutical companies where like side effects may include death. No, there's no side effects. Hungry, happy, sleepy. That's pretty much it. You understand? I mean, yes, let's face it. Cannabis, for the most part, like, you can be allergic to it. And of course, because of that allergy, there's going to be side effects. That's a whole different story. But that is not... you take this and die. I mean, come on.
Right.
And it's interesting because I'm allergic to smoke. A lot of people are, you know what I'm saying? Smoke's not a good thing, and that's from years of working in the kitchen. And so if I smoke, flour, I didn't know it, but I was doing damage to myself. But if I eat edibles, guess what? Everything's fucking fantastic. So that works out great, but it's not weed's fault because there's still cannabis and THC content and all of that, but... I want to get back to this thought-provoking strain because it's interesting. Off the bat, you were like, I heard it was a sativa, but and I was just like, it's not really doing that for me. How do you feel? Like, how does it feel?
I feel level-headed. I feel good. I'm definitely. I don't know. It's like I have thoughts. I'm thinking about stuff, but I'm not like super motivated to move. But I'm not like on the couch.
Okay.
I'm kind of just like middle. I'm good. I'm settled. I feel good. Like I feel good. Like I could move around, but I'm not like. And I don't feel like I had like 10 cups of coffee yet. But I don't feel like the end of the night.
Okay.
I feel like it's a nice hybrid. It feels good, and it smells good, and it tastes good. So
like an afternoon delight, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the effects, and I just want to try and get this across to people that are interested in trying this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The effects, we're going to start rating, out of 10 so people can know. The appearance, the taste, and the smell. I've been getting a lot of questions about that, and I'm just like, well, shit. So we're going to kind of change things up a little bit and structure it. So let's go to, first and foremost, the appearance. Let's start, in the beginning. When you look at this, looking at it, paying the money you paid for it,
Yes.
What would you give that appearance out of 10?
I would give this about a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
It's so beautiful. It's so crystally. There's so many orange hairs on it. It just looks like the perfect orange apricot too. This definitely describes it.
Okay. Okay.
If it's the name. It's a little cured. So if I'm going to rate it like that.
As it's going to be.
Yeah.
How does it smell? Because that's the first thing. You're going to look at it. You're going to smell it.
Yeah. It smells like citrus.
Yep. Okay.
Citrus.
Like oranges.
Yeah. Orangey and sweet.
Okay. Okay.
I like it.
So how does it, how does it taste?
Let's smoke one up and let's talk about
Get it.
So I bought this a while ago, and I love these cones, but I always forget about them. So this beautiful Burns purple, they're natural.
Right.
So I rolled one up in there, and I rolled one up. You dab it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's 100% of what's going on right now. Look at that thing. It looks like Barney's dick. You're about to smoke Barney's dick. PBS kids across the world are going to riot. You got like a real purple thing going on today, love.
I know. Very purple. With a theme.
Oh man, that was good. Dabbing has definitely become a favorite pastime of mine now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I knew I was gonna get hooked because, chefs are we're cynical people by nature. We all agree that the easiest color to see through is flesh. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And so when we go into something, we go hard in the paint. Like it's not even like we obsess instantly. Like we want to know all of the information up front, and then we just dive off the deep end. And with cannabis, that's not something you can do. Yo, a little bit goes a long way. That's why they say it's called a dab, because literally a dab will do you, And people that are smoking these 10, 15, whatever gram dabs and all, it's just a waste, okay? The fact is your body can only absorb so much THC at once. And then a sense of like delirium kicks in, like you're drunk and you're tripping balls and da-da-da-da-da-da. It all depends on how you smoked it. Come on, let's not abuse this. You understand? It's a medicine. Let's act accordingly, okay? If you're going to keep acting, the way that you are, these things are it's not going to be taken serious, and it's not going to be looked at as respectively and responsibly as it could. So y'all, don't smoke 4 bowls back to back. Like, I can smoke so much. It doesn't matter. We're not impressed. That's where it's at. At the end of the day, we really just care, like, what happens to us.
Yeah.
But back to orange apricot Deuce. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Deuce? All right.
Yeah.
So how is that taste out of a 10?
I give it like a 6.
Okay.
I think it smells more citrusy than it tastes. It has a light, sweet inhale, more citrus exhale, but everything's very light. It's a light taste, everything mild. I wouldn't think this was an indica, the way it's more citrusy, but everything's on a mild side. I would describe this as a mild hybrid thing. Everything's calm, cool, collected, high, calm, cool, collected taste.
Okay.
The middle grounds of everything.
I like that. I like a picnic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a fucking picnic.
It's a good everyday, like, kind of like you just want to, like, level out. You don't want to be too high or too low. Nothing, like, too strong. It's not too diesel.
Just balanced.
Yeah, it's not too, exactly, balanced.
So a good 50-50.
Perfect.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. So we went over smell, we went over taste, we went over appearance. Now, I know it's just into this, but you had smoked this earlier this morning.
Right.
What are the effects? Do you get a body high?
I get a body high. It clears my mind.
Okay.
And I feel relaxed. I'm not so energetic. My mouth is a little dry.
That's pretty common.
Yeah. My mouth's always dry, so. But it's not overly dry with this one.
Do you drink a lot of coffee?
I do drink.
That's why your mouth is dry.
Where's your cup?
Oh, I'm drinking water with, oh, look at this invisible shit. Yeah, no, I'm drinking water with cucumbers in it today because, like,
Ooh.
yeah, I was up all night doing chef things. I was writing all night, and so I went to bed, like, early this morning, and then woke up early this morning. I slept for, like, maybe 2 hours.
Oh, man. So
But the thing is...
Want coffee?
Huh?
So you think you'd be wanting your coffee?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I drank a good 4 or 5 cups this morning, but I had to stop there because otherwise I'm just not going to be able to go to sleep tonight, you know? And that's what it is. Yeah. You know, I grew up so used to working odd hours and doing odd shifts and working, you know, non-fucking stop that it's just part of me now. You know what I mean? There's going to be a couple of days where I just, fuck it, I don't feel like going to sleep tonight. You know what I mean? Right. And people, like, they frown on that. They're like, that's no way to function. I was like, then how come I'm doing it?
Yeah, that's just what you.
It works for me. Leave me alone. You're mad because I missed a night of sleep. Well, I'm mad that 3 marriages for you didn't work out yet, but we're not going to talk about those yet. You feel me? Like, that's my point. Like, goddamn. Don't point your finger at other people and call them, you know, bastards when you're being a bastard yourself. That's it. Sorry, that guy. I didn't like that guy.
I think that's just maybe, you know, the tiredness coming out.
No, it's I'm just naturally salty. I'm just naturally salty. Hence, you know, the whole cracker thing. But anyways, I look at things in a sense of, like, if it's not doing any harm to anyone else or any real harm to me, okay, and I'm able to function and still be a tax, you know, paying member of society where, you know, I you know, get the right to vote and things of that, you know, whatever, man. Like, just I ain't bothering nobody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not leaving my house, you know, I'm not gallivanting. I'm, you know, doing work in my house, whether it's cleaning my house, doing laundry. I'm just doing what I normally want to do at night. No big deal.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool. It's no different than someone that works third shift, you feel me? Like, they sleep during the day. They get a day off, guess what they're going to do? All the shit that they normally would have done during the day at night.
Yeah.
Because they can't break that sleep schedule. So it is what it is. But back to
their own schedule.
Right. Back to this wonderful 50-50 that we've had the pleasure of reviewing today. So, a few minutes into smoking your joint, how is it feeling? Like, is it getting...
Sorry, my dog's, like, debating if she wants to jump off the couch or not.
Yep, there it is. Done.
No, she's not. So no. So I feel good. I feel high. I feel relaxed. I don't feel like it's like a crazy high. It's a more mellow, relaxed high.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like my body's relaxed. It definitely would help with pains and aching. Right. It's definitely a body high.
Do you think that, like, this is an afternoon or, like, a good morning strain?
This can be a morning or an afternoon strain, but not to wake you up. So if you need, like, a kick in the ass, I wouldn't do this. But this won't put you to sleep. According, you know, I don't feel like this would be like a knockout. You know, it's not putting me out to, like, pass out on the couch or anything for the rest of the day. But it's also not going to be my cup of coffee that I want for, like, the jolt I need in the morning. So you
know, it's interesting because, like, chefs have been doing this shit for years, all right? Especially if you were a drinker. We would wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee and a joint or a bong or something right next to it. It's a thing. Chefs have always been doing this because, like, there's nothing better to cure a hangover than a fucking joint or a bong rip. Like, weed is like a miracle. That's how you know. Like, if I could have been drunk as shit, blackout drunk, puking everywhere, like it's just a terrible, you know, scene of debauchery. Like, it's just a murder took place, you understand? I was murdering the bottle or something. But I could piss-ass drunk. I'll still have either packed a bowl or gotten my morning cannabis ready next to my coffee machine, and my coffee was made for me.
I always have my, like, joints or my cones pre-rolled for when I'm smoking at nighttime and for at least one cone for the morning. So I don't want to.
I would love to see, kitchens of people like, when we're talking and things of that nature. Like you have your coffee pot, and then next to that, those old bullshit like cotton ball like medicine jars that are like mason jars that suction to the top. Throw some J's in there with like a lighter on the outside and an ashtray, and that's where you smoke your joint. They're already pre-rolled, so it's just like done right next to it. Yeah. Like it's the new meal prepping.
Remember like the from like the old diners where you take the tops off
with straws
out, so you put the joints in, so you pull the joints.
It's not
out.
A bad idea.
So it's like you have like your pick of 50 joints. Like, oh, good morning.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. They should do one with like fortunes on the inside.
Like,
all right, so check this out. Are you ready?
You unroll this like the filter right
there. And the resin that comes through is the ink that gets absorbed in certain specific lines. You see what I'm saying? And it reads you a fortune. You can't read the fortune without smoking it.
You're creating your fortune. Like, I just smoke it.
Basically, yes.
That's kind of cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's like remember like hypercolor kind of thing? Like
I'm writing that down. Please don't steal that. Fortune cookie joint papers or whatever it is.
Remember the clear rolling papers?
Yes.
So I'm watching Weeds again. Remember Weeds? I love that show, and I haven't seen it in so long. It's so
I think that Weeds was just like a prediction, because a lot of shows do that. A lot of shows will like predict things. Like I'm watching. Okay, so Weeds. Let's go back to Weeds before I go off on this little tangent. But Weeds is like predicting like a way of life.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, and it's so funny to look back on it because this is like 2007 and stuff. So the old phones, there's no cameras or anything, and like it wasn't legal. It was only legal like
lots of sex
stuff, and
lots of sex in that. Lots of sex in that.
I loved it. It's so funny because you go back and you just hear these one-liners. Like I love Elizabeth Perkins is just fucking hysterical. But so is Kevin Neal. All of them. They're just so funny. Like I just
it's great.
Like, laughing the whole time. So, but like you
just it's definitely a show you can't take too seriously though.
Yeah. No, just laugh. Just fucking smoke and laugh. Like what else are you doing this weekend? That's what I did this weekend during COVID. Smoke weed and watch.
There you go. Mm-hmm. So I've been watching this new on Amazon Prime. It's called Upload.
Okay.
Oh.
What's that about?
You need to watch that. You need to watch that show. So, from what I can understand, what it's about, and this is worth it. So, sorry for the rant, but this is worth it. Okay. It's on Amazon Prime. It's called Upload. Okay? Mm-hmm. When you die, you're given an option to organically die, basically, or get uploaded. Your consciousness gets uploaded into this virtual reality. Okay? It's like an afterlife, like old people home.
But do you have the same life, or could you like? Are you set?
Oh no. So, let me tell you the story, okay? Because it's not going to ruin anything. So, this guy, you meet him at the beginning of the story. He's on top of the world, right? They're in self-driving cars. You can do whatever you want in these cars. They drive themselves. They're super safe. No one dies in them. He dies in one, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to tell you how, but, obviously it's a car accident, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's going on? He dies, right?
Yeah.
So then his consciousness gets uploaded into this place called Lakeview, which is a retirement for dead people. And you get uploaded via your avatar and how you want to look, and you go through all these details and da-da-da-da. Whilst you're in there, you can still talk to the living people. They can have virtual reality chats like this with you any day of the week. Okay. They can virtually beam into your virtual reality and hug you and feel it, and it's like they never died. Okay. Really weird on that play of Lazarus theory, if you will, but it's really interesting. Because it's the way that they take you into it. Yo, we're not that far off from this shit. Really not. It's a trippy fucking story to watch while you're high. I definitely, there's one season.
How long are you uploaded for? Eternity?
The rest of your life.
At
and
the age you die, so you're uploaded.
Yep. Whatever you want your avatar to look like. So one kid, it's funny you should say that, because one kid named Dylan, that's one of the characters, he died when he was like 11. So this is 7 years after his death or whatever. He still looks 11 there. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else in his real life is all grown up. They're 18, 19, and he's trying to talk to these people. I get it. But like, you need to update your avatar or some shit, but there's nothing, we don't know.
What you pick, so you pick what you want to do, like the avatar when you die, and that's it for eternity. So he'll be 11 for eternity now.
Yeah.
So it's good and not good, because like it's good for a couple of years, or his parents, but then he won't know anyone anymore.
I don't know. I didn't really follow that kind of. I was just like, there it is. I looked at it because it's like consciousness is what we're really like leaning on. But what is consciousness? That's, the philosophical idea that we've always looked at for thousands of years. You understand? A lot of people, and it's very, very, stereotypical that people would be like, oh, of course a kid that smokes weed goes, what is consciousness? Come on, man, calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, let hippies be hippies. I'm asking in a sense of a revered logical theory that I've had all of my life. And this theory is this. We really don't know where we go when we die. We don't know. We can theorize. There's people that have claimed to cross over. I can't discount it. I can't prove anything. I'm just saying that you just better be ready for it. Some people, they get to plan it. Nobody wants to know the day they die. That's just terrible. But you can plan it. That's it. Get this shit done. You know what I'm saying? Get what you want to get in life done. Use cannabis more than once. You know what I mean? Like, that's the whole point of the show.
Take chances.
Yes. Take chances.
Would you choose to be uploaded, or would you choose to just die and rest?
I fucking knew you were going to ask me that.
I think I was just right.
See, part of me, right. Well, I mean, part of me was like, all right, uploaded would be cool because I could still fuck with people. You know what I mean? But because the phones, they had this hand thing where like the phone was a microchip, and you could like do this and talk to the person like a phone call. Oh, no video, and then you do this and it opens video. Like the video was right here, and then you do this, you talk to them. I was like, that's kind of cool. Like, they put some thought into this shit. I was like, I'm not mad about that.
Anyone like famous in it?
Okay, here's the thing. There's one like guy in it, and I've seen him in a bunch of shit, but I don't think that he's like a very well-known actor, and I say that having him probably going to come after me and be like, no, dude, I'm totally a well-known actor. What the fuck? I've never really heard of him. That's all I'm saying. But he's got, quite an IMDb. He's been in a bunch of stuff, but I don't remember his name. But I know he's like the lead guy in it. So, there's a bunch of Canadian actors I've noticed, in this season, season. So I thought that was really cool. But that's exactly what, like, I don't know, man.
All right, so you saw that show. It's a good show. I'll check it out.
Oh, it's a great show. I just don't know if I would be uploaded. I don't know, man. Like, that's the thing. Because it's at any point in time, the person in the living that is now responsible and still funding your life in the afterlife, if you think about it, it's kind of selfish. Because what happens is this. Like, that person just doesn't want to be alone, so they can't let you go. But they now control your life. You understand? Like, you're a slave to their will. They could delete you. Like literally, just punch in a code and delete. You're gone. You understand?
So they could be mad at you one day to be like.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. So you're kind of just like stuck in purgatory, if you will, until they delete you or whatever happens.
Somebody else's mental well-being and all that,
right?
And financial.
It's just a way to leave money behind, really. That's a good like lesson I pulled from it. Like, dude, you leave everything behind, and really, like, people, you're still I wouldn't say a burden to society, but like annoying as shit. You're telling me that my dead uncle could call me like whenever he wants, basically? No, that's not okay. And then if I open up my hand, God forbid, I'm in the bathroom, I'm talking to somebody video-wise? No, I'm not feeling that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I would be uploaded. I probably just want to bury me in a hemp field.
Yeah.
You know? Let's feed them plants.
Just chill out there. That sounds like so much more fun. So.
Or I'm going to die in a restaurant, one of the two. I mean, it is what it is, but I've made peace with that. You got to make peace with your demons and your angels, if you will, however you believe. But I've made peace with them. Neither of them want me, but both of
someone's gonna take
both
you.
fight over me. Yeah, it happens. So, but let's get back to the strain of the week.
So yeah.
Sorry. It's interesting that you say it's a very balanced, a balanced feeling. Overall, I'm hearing good things about it. You said the effects were a 6. The appearance was, what was it, 6 or 7?
7.
7. Taste?
6.
And then smell, you said was like a pretty solid number, right?
7.
Yeah. Overall, man, like...
Yeah, it smells like a 7.
I don't know.
Very citrusy. It tastes very light citrusy. And then the effects are just, everything's very mild. Everything's very medium, even high.
Okay. I dig it, man. I dig it. I mean, overall, what do you think the best feature of this would be?
The smell. And the sight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks beautiful. It's so orangey and crystally. And it just, when you open up the jar, it smells just like so citrusy. But then it doesn't taste as citrusy as it smells. Maybe because it's a little overcured. I
mean, not necessarily. Here's the thing. There's pungent smells and then there's aromas. A lot of times aromas that we really enjoy because of our endocannabinoid system, those we go searching for them. They're not there to show you flavor. They're there to create awareness of, like a flower. You know what I'm saying? Some people smell roses and go, oh my God, these smell amazing. Some people smell them and they go, they smell like shit. I get it. That's called an endocannabinoid system. That's why our noses are sensitive as shit. That's why, like, even with COVID, they're like, can you taste anything? Can you smell anything? That's a pretty serious sign. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty serious when that happens. But that ties back to this thing called a cranial nerve examination. There's 12 cranial nerves. I do not remember them off the top of my head, so you're just going to need to Google that shit. But taste and smell, I believe smell is the olfactory nerve. And then, so that, sight, sound, all of that. But with weed, you definitely smell, certain things. People like certain things. For example, I'm growing the strain right now. It's an auto flower. It's Cookies Chem. Not Chem and Cookies, or it's Cookies Chem. And for a little bit, it smelled like fucking feet. Like, it just smelled dirty. I was like, no, you go wash whatever. No, stop being dirty. And then I smell it last week. She's coming up near the end. And it's just amazing. Sweet, sticky, savory, just the undertones of just everything. It's like watching this derelict, watering hole turn into this vast oasis of just amazingness within a week. And I was like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
But fact of the matter is, just because you say it smells great doesn't mean it's going to smell great to everyone. So again, people don't be like, oh, well, she's wrong. It didn't smell great. It smelled like fucking feet. Then why'd you smoke it?
Yeah, I think it smells citrusy. I like it. It looks good. Smells good. It tastes good. It tastes clean. Gives you a mild and high. And it's good. It's a nice, good daytime, afternoon time strain.
I would definitely. So yeah, let's go back to that jar we were talking about with the joints next to the coffee pot.
Yeah.
So let's say that's where you're, I have a tea maker. I boil tea. I can do it all different ways. If I got to do it in a hurry, I won't lie to you. I'll use a tea maker, electric, put the water in it, turn it on. I don't give a shit. It's water. What are you going to do? It's hot. So next to that, you should put like color code, like, you know, yellow for your morning, and then like afternoon is like orange, and like dinner is like red or some shit for your joints and different strains.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
That is a good idea. Like, you know, like purple ones, like or purple, these like purple cones for like indica ones. I know these are nighttime strains and stuff.
Aptly known as Barney's dick.
Yes, Barney's dick. It's delicious.
What is it? Is that actually paper just dyed, or what is it?
Yeah, it says it's naturally dyed. Paper.
I'm curious if anybody out there smoked a shit ton of rose joints yesterday because it was Valentine's Day. Did you have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah, just hung out. I really didn't do much. Hung out with a pup and watched weeds and smoked weed. How was your day?
So happy Singles Awareness Day then.
Yes, exactly.
How
was your Valentine's Day?
It was good. It was good. My girlfriend and I cooked ribeye steaks the right way.
Yum.
Yeah, she. I think she went into a food coma. I made garlic mashed potatoes, just like a roasted garlic mashed potatoes over pan-seared and roasted asparagus, just, you know, basic meat and potatoes.
Yum.
Shit, let's face it. You go, and then I put a light balsamic, you know, glaze over the steak as I cut it. Dude, it just melted. Because you got to get that cast iron searing, like scorching hot. Once you get that cast iron scorching hot, all right, take your steak, you know, a little bit of oil, and then salt and pepper it heavily. You want it to stick. It'll cook off. You want it to stick. And then as it's, you know, about halfway cooking through that side, or when it's done cooking on that side for about a minute or so, peel it, hit it the other side. As soon as you flip it over, throw your herbs in there. So I do thyme, rosemary, do some, you know, take an entire garlic, cut it in half, a bulb, just the entire bulb, cut it in half, throw both halves in there, a little bit more butter, some salt and pepper, tilt it, baste it, flip it, throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for about, I don't know, 5 minutes.
That sounds so
Pull
good.
it out, let it rest. Yeah.
What did I have for dinner? Nothing. I don't even know what I had, but I definitely had chocolate.
I asked her, I go, what did you want? I go, what do you want? Like, you know, it's Valentine's Day. Like, fuck going out somewhere. Like, I can clearly cook. And, where'd you go?
Benny won't stop crying.
Oh.
To go off the couch. So.
It's all right. I get stuck on the couch sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Usually the remote's across the room, but it's cool. I still have yet to teach my dog how to bring me the remote. He looks at me like, fuck you, dude. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, she's so small she can't jump off the couch by herself.
Oh. But no, it's so I asked her, I was like, you know, fuck going out, like I can cook. What do you want? Like, and she was like,
where to go because of, you know, COVID. It's like you can go.
Yeah.
Not,
yeah.
You know,
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not like you're going and like enjoying yourself and spending like a lot of time out to go to dinner and then go home. So you might as well. I
found this restaurant somewhere. I think it's local. I'm not 100% sure, but they took like old cable cars from like this, you know, like the big massive ones, like the go up mountains and shit, and they turned them into like, you know, private mini dining rooms outside their restaurant, and now they technically can have full capacity because they have all these cards.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah. All they did was take the tables apart and put them inside. You know, that's it. How much more? Like, that's brilliant. That's fucking brilliant.
And near you?
I read about it somewhere. It could have been. I don't know. I was kind of stone flipping through Facebook or some shit, and it popped up. I'm like, that's brilliant. Where is this?
Yeah, you gotta
I wanted to go. But that's my point. Like, okay, so what happens if, like, you just go buy a shit ton of those mini igloos and, like, line them up down this yard and then have a kitchen that you just shell food out of? Yeah. That's what a restaurant is, right? I mean, okay, it doesn't matter. A restaurant's just a place where you come together, cook food, and sell it. That's pretty much it. But I do have to say this. It's time for the chefs and restaurant people to take back the industry. This is how you're going to do it. Don't let your customers control your numbers anymore, y'all. You ain't making anything that way. Okay? Remember, these people come to you. It's proven now in this fucking pandemic that people can't cook for shit, but they can dial Chick-fil-A from their phones. They'll go wait an hour, 2 hours in line for a cold chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A because they can't fucking cook.
Yeah.
Since they're too lazy to cook and they'd rather just rack up stacks, and that money's going to go to us. But at the same time, that money's going to go into paying these chefs and these cooks and dishwashers a living fucking wage, into paying good money back into the economy. You know, like, that's my point. Like, if a lot of people go out there because of coupons and stuff, we can still have coupons. You'll still get your percentage off. You know, Doris, calm down. We'll give you that discount on that steak. My point is, that steak actually came from 6 miles down the road, though. That's about as fresh as you can fucking get.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to charge you more, but at the same time, like, you want farm to table, you need to expect to pay farm to table prices.
Yeah.
That's my point. Most of those cooks, and yeah, if you're going to go out, if your cooks are paid shitty, they're going to have a bad time. I mean, that's what I'm telling you. Like, it's time and time again, have I walked into a few kitchens now where I've seen these cooks and these chefs, and I'll be like, hey man, real quick, don't lie to me. How much do you make an hour? And they'll tell me, because they're like, fuck it, I'm pissed about it. You know, so I need to vent somewhere. And they'll tell you. You can usually tell when they're lying, because let's face it, they're not going to tell you the truth right off the bat till they fucking know you. You understand? Mm-hmm. Once you find out, it's still appalling. It's appalling what they started at. It's appalling how much they put into that job. It's appalling that they don't have insurance. You know what I'm saying? So if they cut their fingers off, hopefully workers' comp, you know, they don't lose their job over it. You understand? Yeah. Hopefully. Because a lot of people will be like, we just can't, you know, due to that. And then because, drug test. That's right. That's right. Oh, you tested positive for cocaine. All right, yeah, my bad. I had, you know, booger sugar. But at the same time, guess what? I was still working 3 back-to-back fucking 19-hour schedules by myself in your kitchen for you to make money. Yeah. Fuck me, right? You know what I mean? So it's the chefs and the cooks and restaurant owners need to take back that fucking industry. That's it. That's it. Because here's the thing. That's exactly what's happening to cannabis. You got mom and pops, and then you've got corporate cannabis. You know, it's like going to a dispensary, picking up a nice strain, and going, "Oh, cool! All right, this is going to be fun. All right, it says here this is a sativa. Cool. I go home, Google. Well, that says it's an indica. Who do you trust?
Right.
Well, that's just it. You know, these dispensaries, I'm dropping shit, can charge whatever they want. Really, not whatever they want, within reason, but I can guarantee that here in Michigan, I can get at a dispensary an eighth of marijuana of the same fucking strain or a different strain, cheaper than you can in New Jersey.
Right. So my eighth cost me $65 for that one.
I can get an eighth of something, you know, similar to this for about $25 at a dispensary. $20 in the black market.
Yeah. Somebody smokes it.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is we need to create a standard across the board of what people can and can't charge, you know, federally. So when that comes in federally legal, watch, a lot of things are going to balance out number-wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may, shit, let's hope not, but you may pay more. If you start paying more, the states start paying more, it ain't going to work. Right. There's going to be, you think we got this far for a reason. We ain't giving up. We ain't giving up. Or people will just start growing their own in a legal state.
Yeah, and now that they're making it legal to like everyone to have like a certain amount of like grow, then they can't raise the price. They have to do like a federal legislation, like a certain price like that, like $20 an eighth, you know? Not 60, 65, fucking 80.
You know,
like I go places and it's 80 for like, you know. So do you.
That's
out of state. If you go out of state and it's a wreck, and you're going to Boston or you're going to Chicago or stuff like that.
No.
Yeah, it's $80.
I bought an eighth of weed in Chicago because it's legal. It's recreational use. Yeah. Okay. I think I paid, and I don't remember what dispensary it was. I remember it was a dispensary. It was just after all those riots and shit that happened. I think I paid $45 for it, and I remember smoking it going, never again.
Yeah, I never saw one for $45. I went to Chicago in like October.
That was their special, by the way. So I was just like, nah.
I bought pre-rolls because I didn't have anything, and it's just like, you know, last minute. Pre-rolls were like $25. It's ridiculous, but I wanted like a good one. And then I was just looking at eights, $80. 80 was the minimum. So I'm like, I'm just buying a pre-roll, you know.
So, and that's the thing that people don't understand. So let's say that they have, you know, most commonly there's half gram and then there's full gram pre-rolls. Let's go to full gram pre-rolls because that's anything less than that's kind of stupid anyways.
Right. I bought a full
if
gram.
You're paying $14 for a 1 gram, think about that. You're paying $14 for a gram. That's what you are. Okay, they've got machines that roll them. I'm telling you, pre-rolls are they're garbage. I'm not gonna lie to you. Pre-rolls are a convenience thing for people that don't know how to smoke weed. That's the truth of it, y'all. So check this out. Learn how to roll your own joints. It's just it. It's the art of it. I'm telling you, a hand-rolled joint is far, far superior than a pre-roll any day. And then you know what's going into it. Some people put shake into it. That's not going to get you that, that you're not going to get the desired effects. You understand? Some people put, some keef in there's a little bit, I mean, you can do that. And I've seen stuff like that where you do like a layer of flour, then a layer of keef and stuff like that. I'm so cool with that. But make sure it's kind of dense, because if it's not dense, it's not going to hold a flame and burn evenly. That's what you want, So it's rolling joints is direly important, and if you can do it yourself, by all means, do it yourself. The same with cooking. If you can cook yourself, by all means, cook yourself. Amy.
Yes.
Where'd you go?
My dog just just shit all over the floor.
That's disgusting.
Her poop over there. I gave her chicken. She can't have it.
Why did you do that?
I gave her a little piece yesterday. They stuck it in her food to make it entice her to eat her food.
Nope.
And to chow down. Now she's just shitting all over the floor. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, how about we let you go? Because we covered the strain of the week.
Sorry.
You go take care of that. It's all, hey, listen, shit
Happy
happens.
Monday, everyone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not a very good Monday on your part, but do make sure you clean it up properly. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the old girl. It is what it is. It was a pleasure, getting to talk about this strain. Yeah. I'm interested about it. But, real quick question, what's next week's strain?
I don't know yet. I'm going to say there's I saw Ascend has 25 new options. So I want to check them out, see what I'm going to pick up this week, and then I'll let you know.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to it, love. Yeah. All right, guys. It's time to wrap this one up real quick. She's got to go literally pick some shit up and deal with that fun thing. But, my tokers, jokers, and smokers. I'm Chef Rodney117 here with DeliciouslyDopeTV. I will catch y'all next Monday, strain of the week. Or actually, fuck it, tomorrow. On another awesome little episode of Daily Chronicles. I'll see y'all then. Peace.